everyone, this is Tanya. Welcome back to Black Women Read, reviews of books, zines, and everything in between. When you Google Andrew Johnson, a stone-faced picture of the 17th president pops up. Johnson assumed the presidency after the assassination of Abraham Lincoln. His legacy consists of his opposition to federally guaranteed rights of newly freed slaves and the overall protection of Black Americans. It is rather fitting that Johnson, who is a symbolic representation of this country's history of institutional oppression and violence against Black people, shares the same name of another Andrew Johnson. This Johnson is a Black teenage wrestler. Johnson recently made the news when he was given the choice to either forfeit his match or have his dreadlocks cut. Despite Johnson having played in several matches before with his medium-length locks secured underneath a hair cap, this time it wasn't good enough. After the public outrage of witnessing this young man having his hair snipped zigzag with little regard of style or even his safety, the sharp scissors pointed haphazardly near his head. The question was asked, why wasn't the cap okay this time? It wasn't long before the background of the referee who made the call was uncovered. It turned out the referee has a history of racial bias, calling a Black referee a racial slur during a match. For a majority of Black people, it was an aha moment. We recognized right away the anti-Blackness of the call of the referee, while most white folks rambled on about, it's the rules, and taking one for the team. Black people understand the underlying hate and confusion and fear white people have of our hair. Since we have been brought to this country, there has been an obsession with controlling how Black people wear their hair, from slavery, when Black slave women were forced to cover their hair with scarves, until today, where Black children have been sent home from school for wearing afro puffs, cornrows, and yes, dreadlocks. It was rather alarming and heartbreaking to see Johnson being forced to have his hair literally shredded from his head. In the video, you can see the humiliation sweep across his face, his shoulders down, him trying to remain calm in the face of hateful racism. As a mama of a toddler, I can't imagine my child ever having to endure such an abusive experience. It's with amazing timing that I recently received a free mini issue of the new magazine, Crown. As noted on the website, CRWN Magazine exists to create a progressive dialogue around natural hair and the women who wear it. Through beautiful content, thoughtful commentary, hair inspiration, and resources, we're telling the world the truth about Black women by showcasing a new standard of beauty and documenting our story in tangible print form. The free mini-zine highlights the most common transition into natural hair, the big chop. The tips offered seek to empower and encourage those in their new hair journey. For example, finding a stylist who can grow with you, or the big chop, an opportunity to experiment with color. In explaining why she created Crown, Editor-in-Chief Lindsay writes, witnessing my mom's big chop and her challenges post-relaxer was one of many confirmations that led me to create CRWN Magazine. From navigating the corporate interview process to relearning her hair to adapting to the new reflection staring back at her in the mirror, it was a lot to say the least. As her daughter, on some level, I wanted to do something to show her how beautiful she is and has always been, no matter how she chooses to wear her hair. I wanted to reflect that beauty back to her and to all my sisters in print. The mini-zine has made me excited about getting a full issue of Crown, as well as exploring the website. The images are bold, eye-catching, and inspiring. racist incident that happened to Johnson is a reminder to Black people, especially Black parents, that we need to teach our children about anti-Blackness, self-love, and pride, so that they have the tools to navigate racist situations when they are out there in the world on their own. That's why CRWN Magazine is so important. The magazine is a refreshing space dedicated to the lushness of Black hair. Whether it's piled high, coiled, or plaited, Black hair can be stunning in all its glory, no matter how much they try to degrade it, mock it, or cut it off. Thank you for listening, and I will see you at the next video in the new year. Happy holidays and be safe.